What's up, good people? Welcome back to another video. So good. So I had to make me a cup of coffee, child, because we about to get into this bedroom today. And I pretty much know everything I want to do in this room. So it shouldn't be chaotic, because this time I tried to be a little bit more mindful of my chaotic. I tried to be mindful. Okay, I had tried to be a good YouTuber. However, I collected all the things that I want to use and do. What's wrong with the lighting? What's happening? Okay, I collected all the things that I want to use first, and now I just get to go in and just do. So y'all don't got to see like a million clips of what me going back and forth to the store. Will I go back and forth to the store? Who really knows, right? Who really knows? Hopefully not. I really hope I got everything that I need. But as you can see, this is what she looking like right now. So on this first wall, we have my TV stand. I initially got this TV stand from my last apartment, and I love just how like simple it is. It goes on the wall, it does what it needs to do, it add a little bit of oomph, but it is seamless. It opens up the space on the floor as well, not giving that kind of cluttered feel if I was to actually have a full TV console in here. Then we have kind of like this little open area. I think I might put a plant here, I'm not quite sure though. And then we have the bed and the side tables. Now above the bed, you know, I'm going to add my DIY art, which you would have saw last week. So that art is going to go above this bed. And now that I think about it, I think I need a picture light. I think that was what I wanted. We move. For now, we got the art that's going to go on this wall, and then we have the bed and TV stands. I am not going to change out my actual bed frame. I love this bed frame down, okay? Love it down. I do have my two nightstands, which are actually IKEA toddler drawers. They work out so well as nightstands. So for the actual nightstands, I am going to replace these knobs. Not a fan of these knobs. As you can see, they just twisting. They twisting, and they're completely tight, but they just twisting, and this is so annoying, and they move all over the place. Not a fan. So we are going to replace these knobs with another knob that I got that you will see soon. And as you may have seen in one of my past vlogs, I was doing like a make my bed up, child, and baby, whole lampshade on gangsta bling. But that's okay. It's okay, because we about to fix it. I was going to get new lampshades, but I decided against it because I don't know how long these lamps are going to stay in this space. What I will say is this first makeover really is my first iteration of this room. It's just letting me see kind of like my foundational vibe and like how I want it to be set up. And then as we go forward throughout the summer months and next fall, I'm definitely probably going to paint or add some peeling stick. I'm gonna do something, child, because that's me. I'm gonna very much do something, but right now we just gonna make it cute and cozy. So then I have this bench that I have in this corner that I'm gonna show you a picture of, because I've already remade this bench because I didn't know what we were going to do about this bench. I decided to make it over because I do really love the bench. I love the style of the bench. I rock with it. So there's no need to buy a new one when I just wanted to change the fabric. So that's exactly what I did. I changed the fabric. And then lastly, we have the rug. I got this rug when I was still kind of thinking through my design process, because baby, stepping out of the bed onto an actual floor is crazy work. I underestimated that. I truly underestimated what that felt like in the wintertime. Not a fan. So yeah, a rug had to get got. I had to get a rug expeditiously. So let's talk about all the things that we need to do to accomplish this makeover. So before we do, make sure you are liking this video if you love that type of content, or you like my content, and make sure you are subscribing. Go ahead and subscribe. You're gonna love it here, I promise. You're gonna love it here. But let's go ahead and get into this room. So the first thing that we need to get into is the bed. Now for my box spring, because I don't have the slats situation. I don't like the slats. I like actual box spring. However, I don't want to buy a new box spring. But when I moved, I realized that a piece of the wood in the bottom was like broken off a little bit. Like it was still on, but it was like broke a little bit. And what did I do? Mind my business. I left it right on there and put this bed together and moved on about my life. Has it been working fine? Absolutely. No problems. Do we need to fix that? Absolutely. 1, we have to fix the box spring. 2, we have to fix those lampshades. 3, we have to add the new knobs to nightstands. And 4, we had to put up the wall art. And I also need to do some paint touch-ups from just me putting my TV up and repairing the wall and all the things. So I got some paint from my maintenance team to do that, which Lord knows I want to paint this room. I just want to paint this room something else. Yeah, I really could paint this room. I have my ladder now so I can reach the ceiling. Okay, I'm not painting this room right now. Second iteration, we're painting the room. I'm not gonna paint the room right now. I would not make this a chaotic video for you. I'm gonna start with moving all the stuff out. Y'all see my cup is so freaking cute. I went to the Harry Potter store last weekend, the weekend before, and I got this super cute cup. And it got like this cute flower detail. Anyway, coffee break. So while getting everything off my bed, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the sheets that I'm using so I can go ahead and toss them in the washer. So for my duvet, I'm switching it out for this Calvin Klein 3-piece duvet set. Comes with the duvet and 2 shams. So I love this brown. It's still a warm brown, but it still gives more cool tones. Absolutely love it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wash it and get ready to put that on when it's time. And I did get that from Amazon. And then I have another purchase that I actually got from Quince, and these are their Parkall sheets. And I will say, if you watch my vlog, then you saw me unbox these, and I was very underwhelmed because the packaging and how like rough it looked, and it didn't come in the cute box I always see online and wrapped up real cute. It didn't come like that at all. They don't necessarily have a smell. Tad smell, not really, but yeah, it was very weird experience. But it's just in this little bag, The sheets themselves look okay, like nothing too crazy. It is just like wrapped up with this bow. So let's go ahead and kind of take them apart. Okay, and y'all know this is different for me because I'm very much a Brooklyn girly. However, I do enjoy the Nordstrom sheets, like the Nordstrom brand. They are very comparable to Brooklyn, but they don't last as long as Brooklyn. Okay, but we gonna see how these quince sheet is holding up. Just looking, child, just looking. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in the washer so that when it's time to put this bed together, child, we got linen. Okay, and then I can give y'all the real tea on these quince sheets, like, cause I see quince everywhere. Like it's a nice, they look nice at first view. Let's see how they wash. This is strong. As you can see, my collection of under the bed things, very much random piece of popcorn there. I think the show is gonna stay under the bed, but all this other stuff can find a new home. Y'all see my poo? Look at, hey poo. Yeah, I need to find a place for these things. So this is a piece, this is fine, and then it's like book right here, and then this piece is fine. Why is it like no other support? Like, this is crazy. So you see how that support piece goes right there? There is no other support piece. It's only one right there, and then they did one in this corner right here. That's it. They didn't add support pieces anywhere else. And as you can see, this is a little piece that was broken. That is crazy. And what even is this? So the box spring is fixed finally. As you saw, I added the little extra boards that I had around the house. I just added them along the middle piece that was broken, and then I added another support one on the side just because I had an extra one. So now that it's all in place, I'm going to go ahead and take these back down. Nothing? We move. We move. It's enough. Enough for what we do. That's why I stopped the first time. The whole workout move up. Okay, so what I've done so far is a few things. One, we have fixed the, what is this? The box spring, child. We fixed the box spring. And then I tightened up some of the screws on my bed frame. And then I moved, or attempted to move the rug up further to the wall because I kind of wanted it up some more. That's done. So now that that's done, what I'm going to do next, I think before I put the bed back together, I'm going to go ahead and add the art since I got space to get my ladder and all the things. I think that'll make the most sense. Let's go ahead and add the art. Took a little breaky break, but I was able to get that rug where it needed to be as far as I could move it up. That's an 8x10 rug. I'm not sure if that was the best size, but I didn't want to have to deal with the hassle of a custom rug, so I was like 8x10 it is, but we moved. So next we have to fix up this lamp until I find my desired lampshade, which definitely will not be anything pleated because it's so hard keeping this thing clean. It took forever for me to go clean through this. But what I'm going to basically do is take the material that was coming off and just kind of glue it back to the actual piece. It's actually still sticky, so that's why a lot of it is still sticking. But I'm gonna go in with my hot glue gun to basically stick any piece that's still lifting, and then I'm going to hot glue the top, and then I am going to put the top back on. That's the move. Let's see how successful that is. Fix back to all her glory. I'm gonna pop it back on and then put the light bulb back in. So I hope that is bright enough. It's getting dark. The sun has set. Okay, and we still in this room. Yep. Even though I got all the things. I digress. So I was able to go ahead and put the lamp up. As y'all see, she is back in action. So we move forward. So I also went ahead and used these hide cord hiders, Lord. For the TV. Let me show y'all how that turned out. And they're cute. They're way slimmer, way more sleek than the ones I originally had. The ones I had was way more bulky, and I didn't like that. And it wasn't like a smooth, like flat foundation behind the TV. So switch those out to these. They were easy to cut too, because I did have to cut one for my living room TV. And I just used a pair of scissors, so easy to cut, easy to use, good to go. So now the last process we have to do, which I've been purposely waiting for last because it is what it is, but we have to replace these drawer knobs. Those knobs gotta go. Do you see, like, they just be circling, like, and it's completely tight, everything. Can't stand it. Over it. So I got these that don't move.
It don't move. You hear what I'm saying?
Okay. And I will link these. I'll put like a Amazon link or whatever in the bio for anything that I can link to Amazon or find a link for it, I will link it below. But I got these, so I just think they're super like sleek, and I think it's just going to give more nightstand vibes. Like, you know, I probably should have did one there and one there, but I'm just gonna put one right in the middle to keep this process as easy as freaking possible. So I was able to go ahead and add those freaking handles to the nightstand, which was absolutely crazy. No, it really wasn't that bad. After I did like the first two, the rest was a breeze because I ended up just using a tape template, which I probably should have filmed, but I didn't. But next time. OMG, outside, what is happening? What is happening? I have my windows up and it's like crazy. Anyhow, so we got the handles, or the new handles rather, on the nightstand, and I absolutely love them. No more just wiggling all around. Oh, I hate those knobs. What's up, good people? Good morning. Having my morning coffee so we can finish up this bedroom. So yesterday you guys saw me do all the foundational work, so I added in my bench, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the process of me kind of like making this bench. The bench came out really good, if I don't say so myself, mainly because I was able to take the arms of the bench off, so it did come apart. The bottom of it is like hollow, and you can like zip it and unzip it for like storage. So I do have like extra like pillows and things like that that's under the bench, but regardless, it was easy to reupholster. And I got this brown fabric from, where did I get that fabric from? Amazon, actually. And I think I used about 4 yards, and I just took my staple gun, child, and went to work. Went right on to work. It did not take that long. I did have to wait a day because I did run out of fabric. So I originally bought like 2 or 3 yards, and then I had to buy an additional yard to finish one of the sides. But nonetheless, as I reupholster more things, I feel like I've gotten a lot better. It's definitely things that I can still learn. I think this would have been really cool if I would have like sewed it. But what we gotta do now, we're gonna go ahead and make up this bed, and then we're gonna go ahead and add the finishing touches so we can wrap this on up, baby. Let's go. So we are finally finished with my bedroom makeover. Came out so cute, so baby tea. Just what I wanted. It's so freaking cozy and just yeah. I did my big one with this one. But like everything, this is a first iteration because it is a few things that I definitely want to do next. I really think I want to paint. And if I don't paint this whole room, I at least want to paint this back wall. And then my living space, you see me do my desk makeover. So if you haven't watched that video, make sure you go watch my desk makeover. And then I'm doing my living room after this video. So that is going to be everything because I'm waiting on my rug to come. And the living room is coming together. The living room is coming together, but definitely way more chaotic than this bedroom, okay? I'm trying not to be super chaotic in the videos, but yeah, I really do design and like create as I go. Like I can come up with an idea of how I want to feel, what I want, but at the end of the day, if my mind be like, let's go to Goodwill to recreate a shelf, that's where my mind going. So bear with me. I am going to go clean up the rest of my home that looks like a tornado hits it, although my room is so beautiful. So anywho, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, all the things. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you good people on the next one. Bye.